Hello. How's it going? Dude. Oh my god, I'm so excited, bro. A new video dropped. Fuck, a new video dropped and I was looking after my blasted children. You're vindicated. No, dudes. I don't really feel vindicated in as much as, you know, it's more so just, I feel like taking a cautious approach has paid dividends. You know, I think that, like, to be honest with you, there's this narrative that I'm some rightoid and I'm just like trying to placate rightoids. With everything that's coming out, if anything, I've been too gracious to the libtards. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've tried to give ground to some of these libtard suggestions. And as more information has come out, it's just been like, ooh, that doesn't actually look so good after all. That doesn't look so good after all. You know, I've been too gracious to like, oh, maybe, you know, oh, Ice maybe could have gone around her. It seems like she's waving them on and stuff like that. And I'm just like, oh, actually, that looks like maybe that's not actually what's happening at all. Dude, honestly, the other thing as well, I just had a little moment in the Discord, okay? Dude, I went and posted the clip and was like, oh, it's looking bad for the libtards. Dude, and there was people that were like fucking, you know when you go into like a Discord when you're famous, right? Because I wasn't really looking for anything. I just wanted to go in there and it'd be like the old days and it would be like maybe a bit of backwards and forwards and stuff. And it just felt like people were on my ass straight away. And I was like, Jesus, man. I just wanted to post a clip and just see what you guys thought about it. So I timed a bunch of people out. I spurged out. I timed out 5 people. Okay. And I've reversed it because I felt bad for Stylo. But dude, it was like, bro, I'm not, I'm not trying to like be smug. I'm just like, oh, this looks kind of bad. Maybe trying to provoke some conversation. And everyone starts fucking getting on my ass, bro. And do you know what I've realized? Do you know what I've realized? You win no prizes. You win no prizes. No, I didn't time Stylo out. I timed his mates out. So I untimed them out so we'd have people to talk to. You win no prizes for careful, cautious, fair, reasonable analysis, right? Okay. Right? Dude, Shamu. Oh my god, Shamu. Great video, by the way. Great work. Not to glaze too much. Dude, people are dug in. Here's what's happened, okay? Right? I actually have made cautious claims on the basis of what I can see, and I've allowed my perspective to be governed by the information as it's come out, okay? Right? So that's why I don't really feel vindicated, because I feel like I've just followed the correct process from start to finish. Do you know, people have been contacting my fucking moderator in Discord, Crow, because apparently I'm jumping off the chain. I'm off the porch. I've got crazy takes on this, apparently. I could explain every step of my thinking every single day that I've spoken about this. Okay? I have had, if you've listened to what I've said, reasonable, coherent analysis on the basis of the details as they've emerged, okay? Because I've not concluded. Forget about the woman, dude. Forget about the fucking woman. I'm annoyed and I want to talk about it, okay? I'm annoyed and I want to talk about it, bro. And it's like, bro, I've done this before. I did this with the fucking Rittenhouse stuff, bro. A bunch of fucking libtards got pissed off with me because I said, oh, looks like it was in self-defense after the court process, right? Bro, no one is actually fairly critically analysing this. They've got a political perspective. They're coming to a conclusion. Some of those details turn out to be wrong, or their conclusion is wrong. I'm not even talking about the Discord. I'm talking about broadly across the internet. And then they're unwilling to change their perspective. They're unwilling to change their view on it. You know? At multiple points in this, I've suggested something, and then I've gone, oh, more information, maybe not. You know, whatever, right? And my take has adapted as it's gone on to the information. Bro, there's people out there that are still trying to argue Details which have long been resolved by more information that's come out. Right? And I tell you what's happened here. Right? Trump has put out a deranged narrative. Vance has backed that up. Okay? Like, the way that they were talking about this person was extreme. And in the case of Trump, he said things that were flatly wrong about what happened. Like claiming the guy was in hospital, right? And that he'd actually been run over, okay? That's what's happened first, right? Then what's happened is liberals have overcorrected to that. Rather than address it and say, that's wrong, but here's a fair, reasonable factual analysis, they've gone in the other direction and they've gone like, she was peaceful, she was doing a 3-point turn, she just dropped a kid off at school, you know, she was leaving room for cars, and it's like, that's gone in that direction. And then the truth has come out, and the reality is, as always with these things, the reality is somewhere in the middle, okay? There's a nuanced middle ground analysis of all of this that you can do, but everyone is now at the extreme, and no one wants to fucking back down from their perspective, okay? I'm going to be confident enough to say, my analysis of this is actually a lot fairer and reasonable, and in some cases, correct, than some people that propose to be fucking experts about this topic, dude. Right? And I'm not a fucking expert. I don't think much of myself. I've just looked at the detail, and then you're called some fucking, like, you know, right-wing placater or some shit, and people are complaining to your mods about it. What have I said that's crazy, bro? Here is a summary. Here is a basic summary of what I think about this. Lawful, but awful. That's it. That's the take, bro. That's the take. Lawful, but awful. So, within the bounds of the legal right to defend yourself as a law enforcement officer, awful situation, awful outcome. What is so wrong with that take, bro? It's fucking... What the fuck, dude? It's honestly insane that you got to complain to a mod about my take. What have I said that's that crazy, bro? It's so fucking insane. I don't know who they are. And it's fine. I don't want to know who they are. It doesn't matter to me. It's just like, bro. Like, what is the specific thing that I've said that's been so upsetting to you that you feel the need to go to my mod and talk to them about it? Dude, it's honestly infuriating to me that there's people that are so upset with what I've said, they see fit to go to a mod and be like, oh, Chud's gone off really crazy on this one. It's exactly what happened with the Rittenhouse shit, dude. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's Quilly B. Okay, David. It's so infuriating. But anyway, listen. Okay, I was spoken out earlier. I untimed out the people that were annoying me. Some people got timed out just for posting a clip of Nick Fuentes. That was quite something. Flip-flop lost. Do you know what? Okay. I reject the winning and losing mentality, bro. I'm rejecting that from now on. I think that's fucking bullshit, dude. I think that's total bullshit, man. I'm sick of this fucking... I'm right, you're wrong. Oh, I turned out to be right. Fuck you. Bro, it's so fucking obnoxious, dude. It's so obnoxious, man. Oh, dude, I tell you another... Dude, I have found the perfect fucking phrase that exemplifies someone that is locked into a position, right? Okay? It's when a new piece of information is released, okay, of substance, like the video. Like the video from the guy who fired the shot that we saw in the other clips, right? And they immediately, instinctively say, this changes nothing. This changes nothing. You're telling me that video footage of the guy that fired the shot changes nothing. That's fucking bullshit, dude. That's total bullshit, man. You are locked into a position. You're instinctively, reflexively saying that because you know this is likely going to change some aspect of your analysis. And rather than engage with that, you just want to go, oh, this changes nothing. This changes nothing. Well, it does change some aspects of the analysis, yes. Because do you know what would happen if a clip came out that favoured them? You know what they'd say? This changes everything. This changes everything. The reality is, a new piece of information will come out, okay? Right? And there'll be analysis that you can do that will start to change and, you know, move the story a bit this way, a bit that way. And it will just provide, like, you know, there'll be an action that you've seen a few days ago that you're like, right, I've seen that now. That contextualizes that action that I didn't understand at first. So here's a great example of this, right? So initially, from my perspective at least, okay, right? I was like, why are the ICE agents being so aggressive, and why won't they drive around? What, you know, why are the ICE agents being so aggressive? And then you listen to more of it, and it's like they're blowing whistles and fucking shouting and shit, and you're like, oh, okay, there's agitation happening. There's agitation occurring, right? That contextualizes that action. I understand that now, and I get that, you know? Whereas rightoids will immediately conclude that ICE are acting completely reasonably without question, right? Totally fine that they're aggressive, no issues at all. And then the lefties will be like, well, the ICE agents shouldn't be there at all, right? And it's like, no, obviously there's context that you need to understand to fully get the picture of what's happening here. Do you know what I mean? What did it change? So the things that I think, and it might not even be a position you hold, or, you know, it might not make a difference to your view, okay, right? But like, what I fear is that people will have something about their view change. It could be a little detail, and I think they'll act like that was their view all along. I think that happens too. I think that's a little trick that you gotta look out for if, you know, you're talking to someone of this over a couple of days. They'll do this thing where something will obviously have an impact and change, like a little detail here, a little detail there. And it's like, you know, oh, I always thought like that. I always thought like that. I always thought like that. Dude, bro, I will always take an L and admit if I'm wrong, okay? I proposed a theory earlier that I thought was good, and then it was stupid, and I thought, okay, we'll forget that. Right? Not saying I'm the best guy in the world at it, but dude, who the fuck ever takes an L anymore, bro? Whoever takes an L, whoever says, oh, do you know what? I was wrong about that. That angle was incorrect. That was stupid. I didn't understand this. I didn't know that part of it. No one ever fucking admits that they're wrong about shit, dude. It's literally insane, bro. What happens is you've got a preconception, you come to a conclusion, okay? You everything goes off of that. Things come out that start to undermine that, and you don't admit it or accept it, and you just act like you were right all along. Or it changes so dramatically and you just never talk about it again. It's like, dude, it is honestly, it's infuriating, man. It's fucking infuriating. And I'm seeing it all over Twitter. Did Chud change his mind? The first day that I watched this, right, I left leaning more slightly towards it being like self-defense, like legal self-defense, right? The second day, I saw some takes that made me question that. And then I started looking at, you know, the various different shots and the way the car was going and what relevance that has and shit like that. But I was for a while there thinking more so like, maybe it's not self-defense. And I was talking about like the different shots. So I went in a bit of a different direction. And then I went more in the direction also of like, you know, more generous towards the woman. Like, why didn't ICE go around the car? You know, like, why ICE were being very aggressive and this sort of thing. So I was thinking more so of like, more gracious towards the woman. Do you see what I mean? But then I think as time has gone on, and especially with this new video that we're going to look at, I think my take has really solidified now to like fairly unquestionably like legally self-defense, right? I think factually looking at it from the outside, from an outside perspective, you can see why people might say, oh, he shouldn't have shot her. He shouldn't have shot her. He shouldn't have shot her. Like, I agree with that. Like, from the outside, knowing that she's driving, you know, to try and evade, like, knowing that she's a wine mom, fucking 37-year-old libtard. Like, it's insane that she got killed. But it's like, she engaged in an action that have justified the lethal force against her from a legal perspective, I think. And so it's like, you know, that's just kind of sucks, really. You know? And the other issue as well, okay, is that the thing that I also think I've been, you know, like wrong about, I guess, is, what is it wrong? I don't know if it's wrong exactly. Maybe like too gracious or something, maybe. But I think that, like, I was too gracious towards the idea that, you know, like, she was, you know, like, she wasn't there to agitate ICE. Do you see what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, I was, you know, thinking, I was given so many angles of, like, maybe she isn't there to agitate ICE. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like they could drive around and stuff like that. But I think, like, now I'm like, no, I think she wasn't like an agitator. I think she was intentionally trying to agitate ICE. Well, we'll look at the video in a second. You'll see what I'm talking about. Too afraid to make the hard call, even though it's most likely. Dude, it's not about... Dude, I wouldn't say that it's about being afraid, okay? The other day, I was ranting about how it's reasonable to berate a gay guy in the toilet because he looks like a queer or something, and it caused a massive fucking issue. But I really think, I really value being cautious in looking at all the details before you really firmly say, like, this is what it is. Dude, another issue as well, and this is something that affects all of us, okay? This is something that I think affects everyone in various situations, right? Okay? Yeah? The Monday morning quarterback shit fucks our brains up. It really fucks our heads up, and it gives us, it like fucks up our conception of time, right? And I've seen this so much over the last few days. Yeah? Where someone is sat there at 0.25 speed, watching it and going, he could have stepped aside there! Look, he could have moved out the way! And it's like, bro, you're watching at 0.25 speed of an incident that happened in 5 seconds. Like, what do you mean, bro? And I think this new video really shows you how quick and rapid it all happened, and the speed at which it all just went like that, you know? So anyway, I don't really feel like the vindication point is retarded. You know, I don't feel like, oh, guys, you know, looks like I was right because my viewers adapted to it as it's gone. My instinct that it was self-defense was correct, but it would have been wrong for me to say that on the first day because there was so little information. And I've had times where my instinct has been wrong on other occasions. So it's like, I trust my process. I trust my process. Even though apparently it's led to people making complaints to my fucking moderators because I've not immediately talked about ICE being fascist and therefore unquestionably what they've done is wrong from every legal fucking analysis. Like, bro, dude, annoying. Anyway. I don't know what Crow's supposed to do. It's like, you know. Thank you. So, by the way, it won't come up in notifications. I need to change it. I must say, though, okay, I don't hold anyone to any sort of view on like what you thought, what you don't think, even if you still agree, disagree, okay? The only person that I'm genuinely angry with now is Flip Flop. Okay? I'm genuinely seething about Flip Flop. Because he has had some of the most annoying libtarded analysis in chat. Right? And the other day, he was literally pushing the 3-point turn narrative. He was literally pushing the 3-point turn narrative, bro. And he did exactly what I'm talking about. He posted a video and it was a literal Rorschach test, okay? And he was like, he then said about the 3-point turn thing. Now, I thought the 3-point turn thing, I was kind of more skeptical about that one. I thought that, like, maybe she was just letting people pass or something, okay? The 3-point turn thing was dumb, I think. Anyway, look, guys. Let's watch. I'm going to tell you what I think it shows for what it's worth. I think that, you know, it's interesting. It's interesting to talk about, even though it's very annoying that people seemingly hate me now because I didn't immediately agree with what they thought. I do think that some of this stuff, it does... There's one... Okay, let's just go through it and I'll say what I think. Let's have a look. So this is the video footage. So you know the guy that shot, he was filming. This is his video footage. And my understanding is, having looked at this briefly, is that this has been like reported on by the mainstream press. This has been verified by the press. This is correct, true, and accurate. It's not AI or some crazy shit. This is the video footage, as far as I understand it, unedited, untampered with, except for the watermark. Okay? So I think that what this shows, first of all, is she is not just an observer, okay? Now, I don't know massive amounts about this observer shit, but what we do understand, they're supposed to observe, they can record, and things of that nature, but they're not supposed to interfere, right? You're not supposed to interfere with ICE operations. You're supposed to just observe, record, and like share that they're in a city or something like that, right? So I think this pretty clearly shows that she was intentionally trying to block the road that they were going down. She was trying to, I'm pretty sure she was trying to interfere with ICE moving down the streets. Like she was trying to obstruct their activities based on the way she's acting and the way her wife acts, I think.
We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later.
And is that, I think, her wife? Is that correct?
That's fine. U.S. citizen, former fucking country. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car.
Now, I will say this, okay? This ICE agent that's filming this is a fucking idiot, okay? Right? This ICE agent is a completely unprofessional, retarded moron, okay? Because it is insane to step in front of the car, right? And to me, I think he's more interested in recording the interaction than he is about thinking of his own safety, thinking of like the best thing to do here, whatever, right? I'm not retarded. I'm not retarded. I'm correct. I'm absolutely correct, bro. And again, before you fucking idiots start fucking popping off, I don't think it meaningfully changes the analysis of the lethal force. What it does show is that he's a fucking moron because law enforcement procedure, okay, is to not get in front of a vehicle like this. Why? Because they could drive forward and fucking run you over, bro. Bro, it's not both sides bad, dude. Fuck, bro. Dude, I'm gonna stay my hand for now. There's been enough bloodshed, okay? It is standard operating procedure, okay, for, like, my understanding, law enforcement, federal agents, everyone, that you do not put yourself in front of a car. You would use another car to block off their route if you wanted to do that. Okay? No accounts were lost. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Dude, I'm just honestly, right, I'm a bit fucking annoyed that people are messaging my mod about a fucking take that I've got. It's honestly bugging me. You know? Like, if people don't want to watch me anymore because I don't give a fuck about that, do what you want to do. But the idea that you'd message a fucking mod when the take is not even that crazy is insane. I don't know and I don't care. I don't want to get into it, okay? You should be ashamed of yourself, whoever you are, though. Okay, guys. But guys, I think that this is a really stupid fucking move, okay? Right? And it's like, people are saying he was engineering this to, like, make the shot. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if he was, like, thinking, oh, if I stand in front of a car, I can shoot her. I think he wasn't expecting her to drive forward. I think he probably made the assumption, right? I think he probably made the assumption of, like, oh, it's some fucking libtarded wine mom. She's not going to fucking do anything, right? Like, do you see what I mean? And I think he's so focused on filming her.
Okay,
right?
That's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
There has not been enough bloodshed. I didn't see it, so it didn't happen. Also, you should send Crow a fruit basket or something.
Thank you for the 333. Thank you. Thank you. So I think he's so focused on filming, right? He's like, oh, look, I'm going to get video of this fucking libtarded woman. You know, she's fucking up our operation. We're going to fucking... And that's the only thing he's thinking about. He's not actually, I don't think, thinking about procedure of don't stand in front of a vehicle, stand at the side, or use a vehicle to block it off, as far as I understand procedure, okay? Right. So that's my take on the ice guy. However... I think when you look at it, I'll just play it like this. Watch again, right?
Get out of the car.
Bro. I challenge anyone to watch this footage and argue that there is not objectionably reasonable belief of serious harm to yourself. I mean, bro, come on, dude. Like, obviously it would be a bit further back from his eyes, but that's fucking insane, bro.
Get out of the car.
Dude, do you remember all the fucking analysis about the tyres, bro? Oh, which way are the tyres facing? Oh, yeah, you're really going to be thinking about that when a massive fucking, you know, whatever pounds fucking hunk of metal is flying towards you, bro. Dude, it happens so quick. It's fucking insane, dude.
Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car.
Bro, dude. This is fucking insane. You're literally denying the evidence of your eyes and ears, bro. Dude, this is fucking insane. If at this point you still do not think there is at least a, you know, possible argument or a likely argument or a good argument for the legal definition use of legal force for law enforcement, I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, bro, it's like, bro, come on, dude. Like, please spare me here.
Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car.
Bro, it's bro. He's literally exclaiming, whoa, because he doesn't expect it. That's what I'm saying. The ice guy's a fucking moron for walking in front of the car. He put himself in a dangerous position by doing that isn't procedure. But when it comes to the use of lethal force, okay, I think this beyond doubt now shows, from his perspective, that he had an objectionably reasonable belief of serious harm to himself. A car was like moving towards him, dude. You can't see the tyres. You can't... Oh, Dofo Show doesn't care anymore. Oh my god, dude. Bro, what the fuck, man? It's just like, bro. It's like... That says enough to me. That says enough to me. That says enough to me, dude. I mean, dude, like... Bro, I would challenge anyone. I would pay $1 million to get someone to replicate this. Okay, well, I don't have $1 million. I would pay someone I would pay someone money to replicate this. Okay, and we'll do it a few times. We'll do it turning away more that way, whatever. We'll do it turning to the left, turning to the right, to go straight forward. And you've got to try and predict, right, when the car's going to hit you and it's not going to hit you. Like, dude, I'm sorry, bro. I also, yeah, it's the video. Going back into his eyes, I just think it's more or less the same. He's holding it here. If anything, his eyesight would probably mean that he's even less likely to see the tires than on the phone, right? And it's just like it, bro. Is that automatically deadly force in your mind? He can see her turn the wheel. Bro, this is cope, bro. That's fucking cope, dude. Total cope, bro. Okay.
Big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car. Whoa!
The car is moving towards him. Okay. Okay. What I mean it's cope is that the idea that in that situation, your brain is going to be making an analysis of which way the wheel is turning and which way the car is going to go. In a split second, a fucking massive beast hunk of metal, killer vehicle's moving towards you, and you've got to make a snap judgment. Bro, what do you mean, dude? Oh, he should have... Yeah, dude, you're right. He should have fucking shot the bullet into the roof, bounced it off there, bounced it, turned the ignition off. Bro. Dude, you've got a massive vehicle coming towards you, bro. A massive vehicle. Okay? Dude, I don't understand this viewpoint. You are focused on, whoa! Not, oh, which way is she turning the wheel? You've got a split-second decision. And if you're wrong, you're dead or seriously injured. You're dead or seriously injured. If you've mistaken that and they fucking crash into you, you're dead or seriously injured. That's why it's objectionably reasonable belief, not factual analysis. Because you've got to make a split-second decision. And if you're wrong, you're dead or mangled. That's why cars are considered a deadly threat, regardless of the intent of the driver, by the way. I am just correct about this. I know that I'm correct. Regardless of intent of the driver, okay, doesn't matter. Vehicle equals deadly weapon, okay? Literally doesn't matter about the driver's intent here in terms of analysing legally his use of force, okay? I agree with you. Okay? When we step back from this, when we look from the back angle, when we look at the analysis, right? It looks like she's trying to turn and get away. And I'm like, insane to shoot her from the back at 0.25 speed, you know, whatever. I'm like, yeah, that looks crazy to shoot her. But, thank you for the $10, counterpoints. But you're looking at it at 0.25 speed. A vehicle is not automatically a deadly weapon under the law. In this context, it is. Yes, it just is, I'm afraid to say. You're just wrong. You're just incorrect. It is. You're just wrong. Do you know how you avoid that? Do you know how you avoid that in encounters? If you know how you do that, you switch the engine off, and then it's you know, still, handbrake on, and you're golden. But the moment you put your foot on the gas, deadly weapon. Bro, honestly, it's like... I've lost it. How have I lost it? What have I got wrong here, dude? If a deadly car is moving towards you, how do you stop it and live? What I don't understand. What is the purpose of you? How do you stop it and live? Well, you might not. You know, you might use force and the car hits you. Concluders winning bigly. No, they're not, bro. No, they're not. Bro, I don't think a single concluder has had the correct, coherent take on every point of this, dude. Because it's such a complex, nuanced situation. There is no single one conclusion that you could have come to that gets everything about this correct from the jump, bro. Because people were stating that, you know, she was intentionally trying to run him over or he got crushed or something like that. You know, he was run over, he was injured. That wasn't true. That turned out to not be true at all. There are some things that I'm, especially after this video come out, that I'm a lot more certain about now. Like, I'm certain, the one thing I'm certain about, for example, is she was trying to agitate and interfere with ICE activities. I'm a lot more believing of that now. I wasn't certain at first because I couldn't hear the audio and stuff. But I think this video fully contextualizes her being not an observer, but an agitator. And what's the word? Is that even relevant? Well, it depends on what your take is. It depends on what your take is, really. It's relevant in as much as... Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for that. It's relevant in as much as this, okay? There's a narrative that's still, I think, being perpetuated that she was an observer, that she got shot for being an observer, right? That she was just doing a three-point turn, right? You know, I think that's important for those kind of takes because she's not being an observer here. She is intentionally obstructing ICE activities, okay? Now, you can agree or disagree with the ethics and morals of that, right? If you're a righty, you're going to think that's bad. And if you're a lefty, you're going to think that's good because ICE are evil. On the other side, ICE are based, right? But the reality is, it is not really correct in my mind now to say that she was just an observer, you know, or something like that. Also, even though it was a stupid point anyway, this narrative that ICE don't have jurisdiction in this instance, I think is also incorrect at this point as well. Because I think you could have argued it was an illegal stop she should have fought in court. She's literally trying to block ICE vehicles from driving down the street. ICE have got authority to arrest people that are interfering with, I don't know what was it, obstruction? I don't know what the exact terminology is. But if you're interfering with ICE activities, they can arrest you. Otherwise, how the fuck does that work, dude? You go and barricade yourself around an ICE facility and they can't get out. And it's like, well, nothing we can do. We're ICE. We better call the police. No, they can fucking tell them to get fucked and grab them and arrest them and whatever, right? Now, I do think ICE are being fucking aggressive as fuck, man. Right? But, you know, they're not being professional. They could have handled this a lot better, right? This guy walking in front of the car is insane, unprofessional, retarded. And, it obviously led to circumstances where a woman is tragically been killed, okay? But in terms of, like, the legal discussion of self-defense, I think this only adds to that argument. And I think this narrative that some libtards are trying to push that sees some sort of, like, peaceful observer that was just watching is completely false. And, you know, it's funny because people, you know, this idea that I've been placating the righties, right? If anything, I've been too gracious to the woman, dude. I've been too gracious to her, looking back on all of my takes now. I don't think I'd have changed necessarily meaningfully how I'd have done it, because I think I've thought it through and stuff. But, dude, she's some fucking obnoxious, you know, interferer, right? And I think even less of the woman now. I'm like, you can't fucking interfere with federal agent activities at this stage, you know, without getting arrested. If you want to interfere, the thing is, if you want to interfere, fine, okay? If you think civil disobedience is the correct way of engaging with ICE, if you want to block their, you know, egress on a road, okay? If you want to fuck with them, if you want to go up to them, blow whistle, whatever you want to do, fair enough, that's your lookout. If a consequence of that is you get arrested, if you decide to impede ICE's pathway down a road, I'm actually all for that. I'm actually not even against that in principle. By all means. By all means. You know, by all means, do that. But if you do that and ICE arrest you, which they're going to do, you must comply, get arrested, whatever. Be a sort of martyr in that respect, right? Of getting arrested. Do not try to drive away fucking in the midst of it, because you're probably going to get fucking shot. You're going to get more charges if you don't get shot. You're going to get prosecuted for fucking evading, whatever. Like, dude, it's like, bro, dude. What also was what was that at the end, bro? Hang on a sec. Wait. Did I hear that correctly too?
Get out of the car.
Bro. Drive, baby, drive. Oh my god. Bro, her wife fucking got her killed. Or her wife advised her to engage in an action that got her killed. Fucking hell, dude. That is crazy, dude. That is fucking... Bro, that is nuts, man. Bro. Drive, baby, drive. Literally the worst thing you can do in this situation, to drive off. By the way, some lefties have been saying this is a good idea still to drive off. Fuck me, dude. That is fucking wild, man. Now you got the context. Say it. Say what? Bro, this is so stupid as well. The both sides bad shit, dude. Okay? Analysis of this allows you to reasonably assess and critique various aspects of the lead up to this. Okay? Right? But both sides bad is really like... Both sides good, if anything. No, it's a stupid take, bro. It's not like both sides bad. It's, you know, there's a very high temperature with ICE, okay? That has been pushed by escalation and acceleration of their activities from the Trump administration, okay? Right? Thank you for the 333. Okay? That has then led to the circumstance and the dude, Nick Shirley's to blame as well for this, by the way, dude. Nick Shirley undoubtedly led to Trump's administration to send all the... Bro! Dude. Dude, he's contributed to that. Dude, yes, bro. His actions have been a domino in all of this, bro. It's so insane to think about, dude. His documentary led to a political atmosphere that led the Trump administration to send ICE to Minneapolis, that led to localized protests, that led to localized, civil disobedience, that then led to this encounter that led to her getting shot, bro. What the fuck? The Leering Center, bro. The Somalians are the Leering Center. I will play DMC. I'm just really just in awe at this clip. It's such an insane clip. It's such an insane piece of evidence in this story. The drive, baby, drive, man. Oh my god. Dude. Drive, baby, drive. Oof. That is tough. That is tough, man. That is tough. Ooh. That's gonna be a that's gonna be a tough fucking thing to sweep for if you're really still pushing a hardline libtard narrative on this. Yeah. Ooh. Dude, honestly, dude. The thing that in all of my analysis and looking at this, the thing that I look back on and just kind of think is the most dumb is probably just like, oh, she was waving them by. I think it was reasonable on the basis of what was available, to be fair. But it's just so funny that, like, you look at it and I thought, oh, why can't they drive by? And it's like, no, she's intentionally trying to stop them. It's obvious from this video. She's intentionally trying to stop their vehicles. And then when challenged for that, she just tries to drive off. You push that narrative. What facts am I missing? What facts am I missing? Tell me, tell me. What am I missing? ICE zero crowd control training. What's that? What's that got to do with anything? The angle of the shot, bro. Dude, bro. Do you know what, dude? The cope is so insane, bro. I promise you that each new piece of information that comes out about this will only further diminish your cope. I'm telling you, guys. This is it now. This is like the breaking point for that narrative. ICE does not know how to keep crowds in control. How does that change? Explain how that changes anything to me. Bro, also, oh my god, dude. Bro, the narrative, dude. No! The narrative people were pushing that she couldn't have known they were federal office, they were officers. Oh my god, dude. Bro. People were saying, how could she have known? It was masked men approaching the car. Well, she knows because she's trying to specifically agitate ICE people, so she knows that they're ICE already, dude. No, bro. No! No! Dude, there's been so many bad takes about this. It's crazy. No, bro, no one said that. People in flip-flops said that, dude. You were literally hung up on takes 3 total chatters game. I Wrestle Weebs is one of these who probably had a really retarded take on this at first, okay? And he probably believed some of the things that I'm saying. And now it's that narrative is getting like repeatedly raped by all this new info. He's like, oh, barely anyone thought that. When he probably thought all that himself. Anyway, you were pushing the dumb takes. What dumb take did I push? What was my retarded take? What was my retarded take? Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. They could drive around. Okay, I mean, I can see why you'd say that was like a retarded take. What I was looking for, I was, because I was saying, what it was more so, why weren't they driving round? And it seemed like the only answer that people had was, well, ICE don't have to drive round. And then I saw something else that made me think, like maybe this vehicle stopped and they want to pull him behind the vehicle or something. I don't know. But then clearly what it is she is agitating them. She is directly trying to interfere with ICE operations. So that's why they don't want to drive round, because they've got probable cause to arrest her for interfering with the federal officers. They don't know what the crime is. I don't know, dude. Listen, I'm a fucking retard at the end of the day. I don't feel particularly smart about any of this stuff. I don't know anything, really. But I just tried to look at it and do like a little bit of reading about what all this shit is and what it means, and, do my best. Have you answered the question as to why it's wrong to say you should get out of the way instead of mag dumping her like cops are trained to do? Okay, dude, you were struggling with this earlier. I'll try again, okay? It's not to say that it's wrong to get out of the way, okay? It's about the legal justification for force. It's the legal justification for force, okay? And police officers in every state have got no duty to retreat. If this was a civilian, it could be argued he could have stepped aside and he's got a duty to retreat maybe or something like that, because civilians in Minnesota, if you've got a safe route with which to retreat, you're obligated to do that before using lethal force in Minnesota. But it'd be arguable as to whether it would be safe to do that based on the time it happened. But anyway, that's besides the point, okay? Right? Police officers have got no duty to retreat before using lethal force. So you don't have to step aside to justify then to be like, well, I could have done that instead. So it's not to say that like he shouldn't have stepped aside, right? It's in that moment, did he have objectively reasonable belief that there was serious risk? There was risk of serious injury or bodily harm to himself and others. And that is all that he needs to make that claim, and the prosecution needs to disprove that there was objectionably reasonable belief. And that is incredibly hard to do at the best of times. And I think based on the circumstances of this, it becomes even harder to do that, because there's so much here that you could show to a jury that would back up the idea that he had objectionably reasonable belief of serious harm or death to himself or others. Because you see it from almost his view, and that the vehicle's lurching towards him. I think show that to any jury in the land, and they'll boom. The only possible thing that could come up is if they say that each individual shot needs individual justification for lethal force. Because there's a point at which he's alongside the vehicle, and it's at the end of the second of the 3 shots occurring, and he shoots a shot into the window. If he had to individually justify that as an instance of lethal force, that could get dicey, right? Because it's like, well, you're out of the way of the vehicle and they're driving away. So he would either have to argue that he had reasonable belief of like threat to others, or that all 3 shots were one instance of a decision to use lethal force. And I don't know, that's way too detailed for like a retard layman like me. I just find it hard to believe that they would distinguish 3 different shots within 1 second. Well, yeah, Pisco's take was the one that made me think, oh, maybe that's a point, that the 3rd shot might not be justified lethal force. I saw his tweet about it, and it was quite compelling at first. But then I, listened to some more takes on it, and basically it was like, it is a bit split. It's not like 100%, but like, I think that, without knowing the detail of it, I guess I struggle to think what would the reasoning be for distinguishing between the 3 separate shots when they were fired within quick succession from one magazine? Because a police officer doesn't have to justify every bullet that he fires. He can mag dump someone, right? Or he could even fire within a period of time, say 10 rounds, 10 bullets, and I'm fairly certain he doesn't have to justify each individual bullet. I don't think he would have to say, here's my justification about the first bullet and the last bullet. So I struggle to see, unless there's some precedent that obviously I don't know anything about because I'm not a fucking lawyer, why they would say, right, justify the first bullet, the second bullet, the third bullet. It was like 1 second that the shots occurred in like that. So to me, that would be more arguable that that was one decision to use lethal force. Law enforcement are trained to shoot until the threat is extinguished. And also, I don't know if it would be reasonable to even argue that him stepping aside, there was like a super conscious thought of, I'm going to take a third shot. It was probably like, bang, 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 as the car drove. And it was probably like one coherent sort of thing. Does that make sense? That's retarded. I'm a layman, I'm a retard. That's what seems like more realistic to me. What do you think of Pisco saying the car didn't pose a threat to the guy? Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter whether or not the car posed a threat to the guy. It matters whether the guy can argue that he had an objectively reasonable belief that the car posed a threat to him. And I think there's a very strong argument of objectively reasonable belief for that. But I mean, dude, I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, bro, you tell me, bro. From his perspective.
Get out of the fucking car.
You tell me.
Get out of the car. Whoa!
Like, he's an idiot. He's an idiot. Like, he is a moron for stepping in front of the car. That is insane to do. Okay. That being said, it doesn't then mean that the person can drive forward, right? Like, he's an idiot for doing it. You're supposed to use a vehicle to stop a thing, not your body, because your body's will get fucking squished. And as far as, I mean, again, as far as I've looked into, law enforcement procedure across the land, okay, is to not stand in front of a vehicle like that. Okay, right. As I'm saying, yes, hopefully you can understand. Okay. Hopefully you can understand when I say he's an idiot for stepping in front of the vehicle, but then I say, I believe there was a good legal justification for force here or whatever. You understand that that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that changes the interpretation on the force. I'm saying it was a stupid thing to do, and it then led to circumstances which led to this tragic incident. And I think, to me, it seems like he was way more concerned with filming the person because he's a fucking, thug with a badge trying to fucking get one over on the woman than his own fucking procedure and safety.
Okay,
well,
that's
exactly.
wonderful.
Dude, he's
But how
he's
do
got
I
like
make
1 hour with the
money off
phone,
depressed
pulling the gun
Time
out.
to
It's
bring the
absurd.
content. Call out the dumb lip shill lawyer on X and call him a retard.
Thank you for the 333. Which dumb shill lawyer? There's loads of them. But dude, I'm not your fucking Twitter fighter, bro. Literally, fuck you, okay? I don't, dude. Bro. Honestly, you people make me fucking sick, dude. I was just saying earlier how fucking insane it is that people have got this, I was right, you were wrong, fucking perspective. I'm not interested in that, bro. I'm not interested in this fucking football game fucking mentality, man. It's fucking obscene. Shadowboxing. I'm responding to that fucking tip, you idiot. Someone just fucking tipped. Did you not fucking hear that, bro? Dude, I said myself, I saw that take. Dude, how insane would it be to be fucking obnoxious about that? When I just said, oh yeah, I saw it, and I was convinced at first. I thought, oh, maybe that's true. I thought, oh, maybe that is true. Maybe the third shot. But, you know, just thinking about it more and stuff, and just thinking about, it's like, are they really going to distinguish 3 shots within 1 second as 3 instances of lethal force? Like, that just sounds very far-fetched to me, especially knowing how police officers and law enforcement are normally treated when it comes to these deadly force instances. I don't think like, dude, I've not seen all of Pisco's takes. I don't think he's like a retard necessarily, right? I think he's probably got like a bias because he fucking hates ICE and hates what Trump is doing. Like anyone's got a fucking bias. And also, dude, there's righty lawyers that are fucking retarded as well. It just so happens that they were correct about this with all the information that's come out. But no, I've not even listened to fucking all of his takes on it. I've not listened to his takes. I've not listened to a bunch of fucking people's takes. The only people's takes I've listened to is the Andrew Branca guy, who's a self-defense guy. And I think that's it. I started to listen to Bruce Rivers earlier, but I had to go. They have to evaluate the threat at the moment when lethal... I don't know what his exact take is. But, and obviously, he's a lawyer. I'm not. My understanding on everything that I've read is you don't need to, like, factually evaluate the threat. Or, if I'm wrong on this, I'll take the L. As far as I understand it, all you need to do is to argue objectively reasonable belief of serious harm to yourself and others. The application of force is not appropriate to stop. But the thing is, okay, it's on or off. It's binary. Okay, I'm fairly certain it's binary. If you decide to use lethal force, you decide to use lethal force, or you don't decide to use lethal force. I'm pretty sure it's a binary thing when it comes to these legal decisions. And that decision has to be based on a reason. The thing I keep fucking saying. I don't know this analyze the threat. Is it not just, you know, I'm fairly certain it is just an instantaneous, like, it's based on not a factual analysis of the threat. It's based on whether you have an objectively reasonable belief, and that belief could be factually wrong even. Also, I gotta be honest with you. I feel like I gotta be honest with you. I don't really care what Pisco said about this. Where's this fucking... Dude, where's this shit come from about Pisco this, Pisco that? I don't fucking care about Pisco, bro. I don't watch his fucking... I saw one tweet of his and I thought, oh, that's kind of interesting. And then I thought about it more and thought, oh, that's probably not the case. Why are you banging on about Pisco so much, dude? I got nothing to do with the guy. Bro, honestly. Are you DGGers? Maybe Queespeds? I don't fucking know. Holy fuck, dude. It is so insane that you're... I tell you what it is. No. I know what it is. I know what it is. You have found a guy that you like that said something that validates your concept, and so you're banging on about him all the time. That's what's going on here, dude. Oh, this guy's a lawyer and based, so he must be correct, so I'm going to repeat his takes. Bro, you're fucking scum. You're a disgusting, brainless scum, bro. You can't think for yourself. You cannot think for yourself, bro. You have to go to a streamer to see what your fucking take is. It's pathetic, dude. It's fucking pathetic, bro. Oh, this guy's a lawyer and a creator, so I'm just going to agree with him. Why do you care so much about, you know, that? Come up with your own thoughts, bro. Look at it yourself. Do a bit of reading about it. Right? I'm a fucking retard like you are, bro. Okay? I could be wrong about a bunch of stuff. I've got another little look and had a read, and dude, what do you think I do? I don't go to a fucking creator and go, what's their take? Oh, I'm just going to repeat that. It's like the last thing I'll do. I might look at it and go, oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting perspective. Oh, look into that more. But I don't just copy their take and go, ooh, that's the take that I'm going to have. Dude, I was watching Branka, I think it was. I think Branka was speaking to Ricata, right? And there was something that happened, right? There was something that happened that made me go, that's not true. And it made me doubt the entire thing, even though I think some of it was probably correct. What it was is, I think Ricata said something like, the Trump administration claimed that he was like run over, but let's see what that known person that runs DHS said. And she said, tried to run over and said, look, that's not what the Trump administration said. But then I'm pretty sure that Trump himself claimed that he was run over, didn't he? In his post. So I was like, that seems a bit dishonest. Like, you know, you're not really like what's more relevant to the Trump administration? Is it the head of the DHS or Donald Trump himself? So it was very dishonest framing where it's like, people are saying the Trump administration said he was run over, but this person at DHS didn't say that. It's like, but Trump did. So it's like, you know, watching that, I'm immediately like, what? But Trump did say that. So you're defending the Trump administration on something that Trump fucking said. Do you know what I mean? You cannot go to any one person for your views on this. Because their biases are just going to, like, the clear instance of bias. Like Branko watching the fucking DHS person bang on about it. You know? Like, dude, don't just go to one guy, please. Go to multiple people. Look at it. Read about it. Look at different information. But yeah, it's bizarre to me, dude. I just noticed then everyone's banging on about fucking Pisco's take. Because you're a warrior lawyer that you've decided to fucking back everything on. Dude, it's so transparent, bro. It's so transparent, dude. It's so transparent. You can't, dude. Do not go to streamers for your takes. That is my most fundamental advice, okay? This is entertainment. This is entertainment, okay? This is politically themed entertainment. Everyone's retarded. Everyone's biased, okay? Literally do your own research. And that's not as in like, don't listen to this prized institutions fucking thing. Go and look on the internet. It is, don't go to one guy, hear what he says and go, that's my take. Go and look at it yourself, bro. Anyway, is that enough? Have I crushed that enough? Have I crushed that enough from this? Bro, okay, I don't, dude. Did you not understand what I just said? Chud is the last free thinker. I mean, dude. It just infuriates me, bro. It infuriates me. Dude, there could be a piece of information that comes out tomorrow, right? That totally blows all this out the water. I don't fucking know. I don't know the future, bro. I could come on tomorrow and go, oh, look at this new piece of information. Damn, turns out X, Y, and Z. You know. I don't fucking know what it would be. But like, dude, why do people care about getting something like wrong? In terms of just saying they were wrong about it, dude. It's because, dude, it's because people's egos are so wrapped up in this. It's fucking crazy, dude. People have got a political view. They come to a conclusion off the back of that. And they run that down to the end zone. They run that down to the end zone. And that's it. That's the end of it, dude. No one wants to admit they're wrong. No one wants to admit that maybe they made a mistake here, made a mistake there. Right, I don't know, man. But anyway, dude, yeah, I mean, I think this is... I think that this looks really bad for everyone. Dude, I don't fucking know what to say anymore, dude.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former fucking veteran. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the fucking car.
Dude, it is insane to walk in front of the car, man. It's unquestionably insane. Even forget the shooting part for a second, okay? This guy could have been dead. This guy could have actually been fucking dead, bro. Like, it's, even from a pragmatic perspective, he should not have walked in front of the fucking car. That is an insane thing to do. But I think it's because he's too focused on recording the woman, rather than thinking, oh, maybe walking in front of this big car with the engine turned on. Bro, dude, you see it with cops all the time. You see it with cops all the time, bro. Right? Turn off the ignition. Bro, what do cops do? What do cops do at a traffic stop? What do cops do? What do cops do? Turn off the engine and take the keys out of the ignition. That's one of the first things you see them do before they even fucking, get going. They want to make sure the car is off, bro. Like, holy shit, dude. These guys are unprofessional. These guys are unprofessional, and they've handled this terribly. I think that's unquestionable, dude. They've acted out of frustration and agitation rather than thinking, right, what's the best way to handle this situation? Right? I mean, I don't know how you can deny that, bro. He's walking in front of the vehicle. It's still on. The keys are in the ignition, right? They've not even told her to turn the engine off. They go straight up to the car and they go, get out of the fucking car. Get out of the fucking car. It's nuts, man. Dude, yes, bro, I think this is probably correct, yeah. I doubt very much that they are, like, trained to handle this kind of situation well, because it's probably all about looking at different shades of brown people to decide who's a fucking illegal immigrant. This is just, yeah. Dude, walking in front of the car is crazy work, man. Paper brown test. Be balanced, be fair. Bro, I just, dude. I know you winded me up anyway, but. Well, dude, it's just, the reality is, bro, no one gives a fuck about fucking what this anymore, bro. No one gives a fuck about. People want contentious, one-sided takes. That's all they're interested in, dude. That's all they want. That's all they care about. They don't give a fuck about anything else. They want to go to their favorite guy that agrees with them and fucking him give his contentious, hot take. Even if it turns out to be wrong, doesn't matter because he can act like he's right anyway and keep fucking running it down to the end zone. Honestly, dude, it's fucking absurd. It's so stupid, man. Yeah, dude. Also, yeah, like, bro. I think the thing is, dude. Do you know what this is? And I know that Trump got rid of this. This is actually like great justification, even from ICE's perspective. Dude, hang on a minute. Here's another thought, right? Is it true that Trump got rid of the need for ICE officers to wear body cams? Is that correct? Dude, I don't think I'm the only person that would give a nuanced take on this. I'm sure there's other people too. But dude, it's so hyper politicized. It's fucking crazy. Well, hang on a sec. Let me just check. Don't conclude. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I could be wrong about this. Chud and XQC are the only fence sitters. Dude, this is so stupid. Dude, I have not fence sitted about this at all, bro. Okay? From day one, I have leaned more towards it being like a self-defense legal shooting. And it's the details and the context around it that I've been uncertain about. And I've waited for more information to come out to think what I think about it, dude. What is the fence sitting here? Right? This was from my layman's research, this was likely to have been legal self-defense on the part of the law enforcement officer. Okay? ICE, agitate, that's the fundamental point of all of this. The fundamental core point of all of this. Right? This person's like an agitator, and they're trying to impede ICE's progress. ICE have handled this badly, don't seem to be well trained to handle this, and have exacerbated the situation further. Wrong. Which part's wrong? Thank you. Thank you for the 333. Thank you. What's this? They didn't handle it, bro. They handled it perfectly. A woman is dead, bro. What are you on about? No, they fucking didn't. Here's how you handle that situation perfectly, right? First of all, don't be on your fucking phone recording. Lock in and focus. The woman has got the key in the ignition and the engine is still running. First thing that you do is you get the woman to turn the engine off and take the keys out of the ignition. Right? First, step one. Okay? Step two, you then move on to facilitate the arrest because she's impeding ICE or whatever you need to fucking do, whatever the process is, right? You know? It's insane that they allowed her before, you know, they were straight away trying to get her out of the car. If they'd have handled that with more professionalism, she'd still be alive. Does anyone disagree with that? If they'd have handled that more professionally, the high likelihood is she would still be alive. I think that's, you know, I don't think that's an unreasonable kind of view on it, right? The issue is that they handled it badly, and that then exacerbated the situation, and she made a terrible decision, influenced by, I'm afraid to say, her wife.
Out of the car. Whoa!
No, dude.
Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car. Whoa!
Oh, dude, that is so bad, dude. Drive, baby, drive, drive. Dude. Oh, fuck, dude. I know, dude, I actually feel sorry for her, dude. That is so bad. She is going to have to live with that for the rest of her life, man. Dude. No wonder she was so cut up. She's probably thinking, fuck, I told her to drive and she got shot. Oh, God. It's actually awful. I'm laughing, but it is awful, man. It's fucking... It's terrible. It's fucking terrible, man. Why did they leave out the part where he calls her a bitch and she speeds away? What relevance do you think that part has? He said it after he fired the shots. I think if he'd said it before, you'd probably have more of an argument. But I think he fired it after, so it seems more like you know. I mean, I don't even know if he knows that she's dead. I doubt he would care anyway, because he's some fucking masked thug. But I mean, yeah. Bro, if someone drove towards you in a car, even if you shot him, I probably think it's reasonable to call them a bitch. but it obviously looks bad because she's dead. Can you hear that? Fucking bitch has no relevance. Bro, just admit that you got no clue what you're talking about and fuck off, please. No relevance. I don't think to his decision before he said it to use lethal force.
Car. Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car. Whoa! Fucking bitch.
I tell you what, if you swapped it round, let me show you how it could have made a difference here, okay?
Whoa!
Let me show you it could have made a difference, right? Let's say here, yeah, he pulls a gun out, says fucking bitch, and shoots her. Okay? I reckon that might make a difference. Because then it seems way more like he's just intentionally shooting her when she's stationary in the vehicle and isn't making any effort to move forward. But saying it after the fact, I mean, after she's driven a car. I mean, what do you think's more influential in his state of mind? The fact he said fucking bitch after, or the fact she drove a car forward towards him? You know, listen, guys. I'm not an expert. I'm a simple man. And I think that from his point of view, that vehicle coming towards you is going to look very much like that's a threat to you. A lethal threat or threat of serious injury. I don't know, dude. I'm a simple man. I'm doing simple man analysis here. That looks pretty fucking dicey, dude. I don't know how you can look at this and not think like, fucking hell. You know, I saw this. I was like, Jesus. Look, dude. Whoa! And the way he reacts there as well when he goes, whoa. Like he on it, dude. I'm telling you. This guy, and that's why he was willing to walk in front of the car. He had her pegged. He had her pegged as some dumb libtard bitch. Okay? They could just drag out the car and fucking, you know, pin on the floor and arrest. Right? I mean, that's what it seems like to me. He probably thought, stupid bitch. Let's get her out of the car and arrest her. Didn't think she'd have the minerals to drive forward. Dude, it is sad, man. It is sad. Wherever you slice it. I know. It's tragic, bro. It's tragic, man. Didn't have to be like this.
Whoa! Fucking bitch.
Yeah, the thing is you don't see him get struck. So I still wouldn't. I'm still like, he probably was clipped or hit by the car in some way. That's probably how I put it. And it took him by surprise, clearly. But I don't think it's right to say like he was run over or something like that. He fled the scene. I mean, yeah, that's a bad look, certainly. I don't know what impact that... I legitimately have got no clue what, if any, impact that has on anything. Where's Flip Flop's original clip? Jesus, look at this, dude. Dude, if there's right odds complaining about this. Okay. I mean, the reason, dude, like at the end of the day, I'm sick of this fucking whose cause is more justified, bro. Honestly. You know, there was money getting raised for some bitch that called a child a slur. Like, I don't care about this. Oh, your cause is not justified. You should not be able to fundraise. People were chucking money at some fucking trailer trash sluts that called a black kid a slur, dude. I mean, I don't know, man. Let people give money to what they want, I guess. Unless there's some sort of, like, grift happening, maybe. Maybe if there's a grift happening, I could agree. If like you were asking for money for yourself in dishonest ways. But I mean, this is like fair enough, man. I mean, whatever. I think it's, you know, reasonable that people are going to want to support the kids. I don't know, dude. I just, bro, honestly, do you know how I feel more than anything else about all this? I just feel depressed. Not literally, but figuratively. It's just, bro, the whole last few days have been like a fever dream, man. I feel like it's been like a fever dream. You know? I was literally the other day, after I finished stream, I was laid in bed. And I was just scrolling through the takes and I was just literally frying my brain. You know? I was literally frying my fucking brain on stupid takes, bro. And then I just, you know, the takes that resonated were ones that were like basically advocating for like caution and not just jumping to conclusions. The best one was probably this one, I'd say. Where is it? This is the take. This is the take that makes it, you know. After painstakingly examining the evidence from multiple angles, I've come to the conclusion the narrative being promulgated by my side is entirely correct, and the competing view has no merit whatsoever. It's just everywhere nowadays, man. It's just everywhere. Now, dude, listen, I'm not really depressed. I'm like, ugh. It's kind of like, oh my god, dude. We're so raped, bro. Next time something like this happens, I think I'm just going to have a immediate take that is extreme. An immediate extreme take that is based on my biases, and I will defend it until I die, even if I'm proven to be wrong. That is my new policy. That's my new policy. Don't care if I'm even wrong. And then if anyone disagrees with me, I'll just ban them. That's the way. Have I timed many people out? I don't think I've timed that many people out, have I? I don't think I've gone that crazy. Dude, what is this, bro? Bro, come on, man. This is just cruel. This is just fucking cruel, dude. Welcome to Trump Burger. Can I take your order? Yeah, let me get a fucking bullet right through my big ass retard bitch head. This profile picture as well, dude. Bro, dude, you know what's... Dude, people are so fucking confident as well, aren't they? Dude, even Asmongold, who probably is going to do a fucking victory lap, which is really annoying and retarded. He doesn't fucking know, bro. Asmongold has not looked into any of this. He's not looked up the details of any of this or any of the rules or laws or anything. He's probably just flying off the seat of his pants. Dude, do you know what did he say? He said, and then another shot to finish her off. Right? If it was true that the officer fired a shot with the intention of finishing her off, okay, I'm like fairly certain that diminishes a fucking self-defense claim because you're not supposed to finish someone off, bro. Like, you're supposed to argue that, you know, you made a snap judgment essentially on the basis of a, you know, belief that you were going to get hurt or whatever, right? It's like you're not supposed to finish people off, bro. But he's going to be doing a victory lap, bro. And he, you know, he was wrong about stuff too. He originally said that, you know... Oh yeah, someone in this chat brought up a quote from some Supreme Court case that claimed accelerating a car towards others counts as deadly force, and that's the beginning and end of the process. I can't remember where I saw it, but there's something about like car is like a deadly weapon, regardless of intent, or something like that. I think. I can't remember where I saw it though. But basically, what I took away from it is like, car bad, don't move it or you die, or something like that, right? It's like, you really do not want to be fucking around in a car in circumstances like that. You've got to just turn it off, stop, whatever, right? Asman is being magnanimous in his complete victory. Is the city going to investigate it? I mean, sure, probably, but the problem is that the city does not. The basically, from what I saw, the state has got like multiple legal barriers it would need to clear in order to be able to like file charges and prosecute a federal agent. And dude, it was something like it needs to. I can't remember what the fucking thing is now. Bro. I've seen so much shit, bro. I feel like the guy you know the Limitless thing where you take a pill and you can recall everything perfectly. I feel like I've just come down off of that and I can't remember anything now. And I'm just like, oh, what? What was that thing I saw? But yeah, generally speaking, the FBI has got jurisdiction over federal agents. Like, for example, during Waco, because ATF agents were killed, that's why the FBI were brought in, because they've got jurisdiction over like federal agents getting murdered. So I would presume that it's the same if a federal agent is accused of a crime, the FBI investigate it. He's on to Waco. Bro, okay, dude. Do you know what's funny about Waco, bro? You know what's funny about Waco? All these people that are sucking off ice and talking about how based and correct ice are, the moment you start talking about Waco, all of a sudden they become the biggest fucking libertarian retards going, man. Anti-federal libertarians going. Dude, it's so annoying, man. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. I just feel like drained, bro. I don't know what is wrong with me, man. I'm just like, you know, I think just the last few days of insane, fractious, like shit is just like, ugh, raped my brain. I don't know, dude. Oh yeah, dude, I will play DMC. I will in a sec. Oh my god, dude. Let's fucking try and lock in a bit here. I've been blasting my brain with the most egregious, horrendous, acerbic, vitriolic, insane discourse over a woman getting shot to bits over the past few days, and I'm just like, oh my god, dude. Like Neo in the Matrix getting it downloaded in his head. But it's like, you know, I've just can picture the woman's fucking deceased carcass in the car, bloodied. I'm like, oh, fucking hell, dude. Okay, anyway, come on. I'll talk more about it tomorrow. I'll be able to talk about it more calmly and stuff and not get mad at chat for sucking off their favorite creator. Okay. What is this? Use of deadly force. Okay, but this is their guidelines, right? This Department of Justice. That is when the officer has reasonable belief that the subject of such force poses an imminent danger of death or serious physical injury to an officer or to another person. That is like... I'm not looking to suck myself off, but that is literally word for word what I've said on every fucking occasion of this, bro. What is this supposed to be proving to me? Wow, it's like almost word for word what I've said the last 2 days, dude. Deadly force may not be used solely to prevent the escape of a fleeing suspect. Not the case here. Firearms may not be discharged solely to disable moving vehicles. Not what happened. Specifically, firearms must not be discharged by moving vehicles unless 1. The person in the vehicle is threatening the officer or another person with deadly force by means other than the vehicle. 2. The vehicle is operated in a manner that threatens to cause death or serious physical injury to the officer and others, and there is no objectively reasonable means of defense appearing to exist, which includes moving out the path of the vehicle. I think the objective reasonable belief would supersede this. I don't think it would be objectively reasonable that you move out the way of the vehicle because it happened so quickly. Dude, how am I raped, bro? How am I raped by this? How am I raped? No. Okay. He moved in the path of the vehicle, which was stupid, but that was before she drove forward, which was the instigating moment which led to his decision to use deadly force. Like, this is not saying what you think it says. This is not saying what you believe it says. I'm sorry, but you're just, I don't believe that you're correct about this. I don't think that, like, objectively reasonable, right? You would have to argue that it's objectively reasonable for the guy to move out the path of the vehicle. And certainly based on that recent video, it does not look like that was objectively reasonable because it happened so quickly. This would be like the Austin Powers meme. This is like where you could argue the objective reasonable shit. Where's that Austin Powers video that someone shared where the guys are going, no, stop, stop. He had time to pull out the gun. What do you mean? Dude, stop making me look at this clip again, dude. The libtard. Listen, I'm not against admitting that, yeah, sure, that could be the case. Let me just check the thing again. Where is it? Let me see. Let me look again. Let's look again. Let's see. Let's just really think about this.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former fucking president. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the fucking car. Get out of the car.
So also, the other thing to note here...
Out of the car. Get out of the fucking car.
Wait a second. There's another detail here that's worth bearing. Hang on a minute. Wait. This might actually change a little thing that I said earlier. Wait.
I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Get out of the fucking car. Get out.
Oh no, he does walk towards. Okay. No, he does walk in front of the car as she's driving it back. Both happen at the same time. If she hadn't have driven back, he still would have walked in front of the car. Okay.
Oh!
Nah, dude. Bro. I don't know precedent cases, okay? I don't fucking know. Maybe there's some precedent. I would have thought that when it means like objectionably reasonable moving out the way of the vehicle, it would be like you're further away, it's coming towards you. Not it's like imminent right there in front of you. I just,
Get out of the car.
Oh! Like you're arguing for something of like a split second decision. Oh! Like, clearly it happens before he can even, like, think to step aside. And yes, I know people are saying he pulled his gun. That seems like reflexive. And also, the other problem, this is the other problem you've got with this as well, right? Like, look at this here, right? He made the split-second decision to fire at her 3 times. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. He shot his gun 3 times in 1 second. Go and count. Go and time it. Yes, that was a split-second decision. Like, what the fuck, dude? He made the split-second decision to pull his gun out. Dude, your brain is broken. Bro, your brain is broken. Your brain is broken by slow-mo. I'm telling you, bro. The slow-mo has raped your brain, and you've done too much slow-mo analysis. It happens so quick, bro. It's literally like that, and it's fucking over.
Out of the car. Whoa!
Also, the other problem with this would surely be this point here too. Imminent danger of death or serious visual injury to the officer or to another person. So, you know, you could argue that you were trying to prevent harm to others as a police officer because they could have driven off and driven into someone. But, you know, dude, dude. This is like more intricate legal analysis. Like, what supersedes which? Like, what does which is more looked at in terms of this? Is it this part here? Or is it this where he had reasonable means to move from the car? There's holes in it, bro. Just admit it. When have I okay. When have I said, without doubt, 100%, that, you know, I've said at every turn, it's like a really strong argument, and this video backs it up further. I don't think at any point I've said that it's like without fail. I don't think. I'm just trying to think to what I've said this stream. I think it kind of happens at the same time. I think he moves. I think that he moves and draws his gun at the same time. I think it all happens as one motion. Bro, dude, I honestly think that I think you're being way too generous to the time frame this has happened under. Where's the fucking original video? Oh, this is it. This is it. Bro, this is what I was talking about.
They're coming!
Hang on, I'm gonna floor it! Watch out! Move! Move! Move!
Careful, Austin! Watch out!
Watch out!
Dude, I think this is the thing, right? First of all, I think this is the time that I think people think this incident occurred in, number one. Okay? I think this is what people are thinking of. It like literally occurred at this speed. And so why didn't the guy just easily and clearly step out the way? And secondly, like, I don't know, you know, I'm not a fucking lawyer, dude. I don't know 100%. To me, this is like more so. Like this sort of thing is what they're thinking of when it's like you could reasonably move out the way. Like you could easily step aside, but if you're like really close, it's more complicated to just step aside. You think it happens so quick because the camera shakes? Okay, bro. This is the last thing I'm going to look at, dude, and then I want to play some video games. It's getting late, bro. I need to go to bed as well, dude. Sake, dude. You're making me look at this again and again and again and again, bro. Traumatizing myself further. a second. Let me just... When does he get that on the door handle?
No! No! Shame! Shame! Oh my...
Bro, it's like... Is that six seconds? From handle on the door to the final shot. 5 seconds? 6 seconds? It's so quick, bro. It's so... Dude. Right. I think we'll have to agree to disagree, man. I really think you are overestimating the rapid nature, underestimating the rapid nature this happened. 12,
No!
13, 14,
No!
15,
Shame!
16, 17,
Shame!
18. From grabbing the handle through to the final shot is 6 seconds, bro. That's fucking, dude. 6 seconds, man. I just honestly think you're massively underestimating how quick that is in like a high adrenaline situation, man. It's fucking crazy, dude.
No!
So that's the drive forward, 15 seconds.
No! Shame! Shame!
Bro, I think the shots are within 1 second, and from moving forward to the final shot is 2 seconds. So from the going to the door is like 6 seconds, but the actual like driving forward, it's 2 seconds. 1 second for the 3 shots. That is like so quick, bro. I think he's got a second to move out of the way. He's got a 1 second. 1 second, bro. And law enforcement, obviously, the training is, you know, it's like the Wild West, bro, isn't it? Two seconds? Like, the reason that they have such a protection for the self-defense stuff is because it is a split-second decision to do it. What is this thing someone said as well? Apparently the standard has changed. Has it changed? This thing that you linked me seems to be the thing that I've been saying, which, you know, again, I will admit if I've got wrong, but it seems to be the fundamental principle that guides everything else. Barnes versus Felix. Okay, what's this? Dude, I will say right now, okay? I'm out of my knowledge. I'm out of my knowledge when it comes to all of this anyway, because I'm a layman and not a legal expert. This is like another level further. Like, this is like, fucking hell, dude. I am in too deep at this point, bro. I shouldn't even be looking at this. Okay, what is this? Excessive force claims under the Fourth Amendment. Pulled over by Roberta Felix. Barnes did not know about the unpaid tolls of the rental car. When asked, Barnes could not show a driver's license. He told Felix that it may be in the trunk of the car. Barnes, I mean, this is like, this is like, oh, dude. Also, wait, there's a police officer. God, dude. Barnes opened the trunk without getting... I mean, you know, I guess where's this even come from? Barnes opened the trunk without getting out of the car, turned off the engine. Smell marijuana, no trace drugs were found. After shooting farm was recovered. Felix ordered Barnes to exit the vehicle and pulled out his gun. Barnes opened the driver's side door without exiting, and the car's blinker turned on. Felix pointed his gun at Barnes, shouting, "Don't fucking move," and stepped on the car's door sill as it began to move forward with the door still open. I mean, it seems like the circumstances are quite different. There's my initial kind of read on this. Stepped on the car's door sill. Sorry, what is the door sill? Is that like... What's the door sill? Felix fired 2 shots. Barnes smashed dead at the scene. He was not disciplined. The totality of circumstances. The totality of circumstances. Does this contradict with the standard for justification for lethal force? This sounds like it's to do with something else. What happens before instead of just in the moment? But if this is now in effect, why does the Department of Justice still have on their website that it's the other standard? It doesn't enhance... Explain. How does it enhance... How would you say it enhances it in the cop's favour? Excessive force determinations must embody allowance for the fact that police officers are often forced to make split-second judgments. Wait, this sounds like it favours the police officer's decision-making. Oh, this is prior case law, sorry. Okay. Courts must consider all the relevant circumstances to evaluate whether an officer's use of force is reasonable. The moment threat doctrine would have excluded from consideration the seriousness of the underlying reason for the stop, which in the case was a trivial unpaid toll. Oh, they're saying that you take into account why the stop is occurring. I think I get this now. So you can't... Previously, you couldn't have done this, but now you can take into account why the stop is occurring when assessing whether lethal force in totality was justified. So it could be a circumstance used when looking at this. Spanning now time for them. The question did not answer any given question about officer created jeopardy. My gut feeling on this, being a total layman that knows nothing about precedent and all this shit, is I don't know how relevant this would be. But, dude, this is like you need actual legal expertise to analyze this. You know nothing. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm a fucking streamer, bro. Like, what do you mean, bro? What do you mean, bro? Of course not, bro. When a court considers that traffic stops are highly dangerous and evades just the driver is prepared to commit or committed a serious crime, the use of force may still be found to be reasonable, even if the merit threat doctrine is not applied. Bro, I don't... Dude, why are people acting like it's so crazy that I know nothing? Oh, you're fucking around. Okay. It's just another... By the way, guys, if you're thinking this is good... Guys, just a little... Before I actually play Devil May Cry for like an hour, okay? Just one final comment on this. You might be looking at this and thinking, oh, nice, more context. Richer, better, greater conversations, trying to understand the truth. Nope, it's just another Rorschach test. Guys, good news. The Discourse Cycle has released another Rorschach test. You see what you want to see. Either the Ice is a hero, a noble hero that is beyond reproach, who bravely shot a woman that was trying to run him over brutally with a car, or you see a fascist agent of the state brutally slaughtering an innocent woman that was merely trying to drive away. Oh my God, bro. Anyway, listen, I am a bit tired and stuff looking at this. I will come at it again tomorrow. I'll take a look into some of this this stuff about, you know, the various, like the stepping aside stuff. Do my best to try and make some sort of retarded layman's sense of that and maybe see what it says. But yeah, man. The squeak, dude. Drive, baby, drive. Dude, what is the fucking... Dude, what is the response to that, dude? Does everyone agree at least? Guys, does everyone at least agree? Does everyone at least agree that she should have complied? Do we all agree here? Even those that think I'm retarded and have got the wrong take on this and I'm a right-winger. Do you at least agree that she should have complied? Okay. Good. I think that's like lefty brain rot shit, so I don't think we're quite that bad. Okay. That's the test for me. That's like, okay, we're not completely brain rotted. We just disagree on different aspects. Okay, that's okay. Okay. Right, that's the test for one side. Here's the test on the other side. Okay. Do you think that ICE could have handled that situation more professionally to achieve a better, less lethal outcome, I guess? Is the best way I can think to frame it. Okay. I think that's cool. I think as long as we can agree on that, I'm like, we're not totally raped. We're not totally raped. We're not too raped. Okay. Because those are like the extreme positions, I guess. Either ICE are beyond reproach or she was totally justified driving. Those are like kind of like retard positions, I think. Okay. Maybe it's not as bad here. Anyway, guys, fuck off with this fucking shit now. Come on. I'll talk about it again tomorrow, and I'll try and look at some of the stuff. I do genuinely, like, want to check on some of the things you said that maybe might change it. But let's just chill out for a bit, man. Dude, dude, we need to chill, man. We just got to chill, bro. It's been insane. No. I'm gonna play a game for a bit, okay? Okay. Flip-flop agrees. Okay, that's good. Dude, the thing is, as well, is like, you know, I genuinely, even with flip-flop, man. Dude, bro, it literally doesn't matter, man. Everyone is gonna have a perspective, you know? Everyone's gonna have a perspective. What am I even trying to say anymore? Fuck it, dude. Let me just... Hang on. Can you see... Let me just change this round. Hang on. Okay, I need to get rid of this. I need to do this. Is this going to work? Wait, I need to fix the thing. Just wait a minute and I'll fix it. Oh, wait, I need to show the... Wait. No! Hang on. Oh, fuck, dude. There we go.
I'm absolutely crazy about it!
Devil May Cry in high definition.
Sorry about that. Right.
Cry,
Settings.
selection.
Like that. Right, I need to... Dude, what is... Dude, this look. Well, look at this, dude. This is what it looks like for me. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I'm going to have to put it like that. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's just, it kind of rapes my ability to click on dude, it's fine. I just can't see things. So I can't click off the screen without it being annoying. But that's okay. Oh. Oh, it's a good job about batteries, bro. Oh. Yo, dude, I'm actually excited to play, man.
Sadly, you're raped.
Yo, thank you for the kicks. Thank you. Can you see it? You can't see it, can you? You can't see it. Can you see it now? Oh my god, bro! Crazy. Okay, I may be able to just make it work with this. It might work like this. But unfortunately, oh. I can't make it any better. It's just, that's what it looks like. I think it's just because it's an old game. Can you hear it? Okay. I know why. I know why. Hang on. Bro. The MC1 EXE.
Alone. His name was...
Okay. That should be working now.
Later, he quietly reigned the human world and continued to preserve harmony until his death. He became a legend. The legendary Dark Knight, Sparta.
Devil May Cry.
Okay, I'm paying attention.
Sorry, we closed at 9. Again, no password. I can't seem to get any real business.
Whoa, slow down, babe.
Well, well, what do we have here? Nature calls? It's in the back.
So, you must be the handyman who'll take any dirty job. Am I correct?
Almost. I only take special jobs, if you know what I mean.
You're the man who lost a mother and a brother to evil 20 years ago. The son of the legendary Dark Knight Sparta, Mr. Dante.
Well, the way I figure it, in this business a lot of your kind comes around. And if I kill each one that comes, eventually I should hit the jackpot sooner or later.
In that case, you should be used to this sort of thing.
What? Guys.
Are you really the son of the legendary Dark Knight?
What would they say if this came out now, bro? What would they say if it came out now?
Sword. Time to go to work, guys.
Bro, they obviously would call it work, wouldn't they?
Even as a child, I had powers. There's demonic blood in me.
Dude, that's so insane, man.
You were the first one to know about my vengeance. Looks like I'm getting closer.
It seems that way, but I'm not your enemy. My name is Trish. I came here to seek your help, to put an end to the underworld.
What?
Dude, it's like, a certain era, man. A certain era of, like, Japanese video games.
20
It's
years
like,
ago, Mundus, the emperor of the
all of them were
underworld,
like
was
this, just
elected.
peak.
Mundus.
Yes. His powers were sealed by Sparta. He's attempting to gain control of the human world once again.
Japanese.
He has been preparing to open the gate on Malay Island. The castle is above this cliff. Come on, let's go! Ha!
Yes, dude. Oh, you can't move the camera? Oh, dude, what? You could do it fucking... Bro. Curse of the bloody puppets. Game journey mode. Okay, right, let's lock in. I'm enjoying it. I'm just like, okay, I need to get used to the graphics. Need to get used to the thing. Where do I get the assault rifle? Guys, how do I turn the yellow paint on? Where's my kill streaks, guys? Bottom right, yeah, I know that. Oh, wow. Incorrect. Rusty key needed. Unless you mean the other right. This right. Don't worry, guys. I'm having a little look around, guys. I'm just having a little look around the place, okay? I'm just figuring, I'm getting the lay of the land. Seeing where the escape routes are, you know? Just in case something happens. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. Bro, what? Alright, let's go back up the stairs. Okay, I can press another button to speed it up. It's fine. Am I supposed to jump over there? Or do I go up this way? Oh, I see. I go up this way. Okay, I don't know where I'm going. Oh, do I need to get all the way up? Is that what it is? Yeah, there are some musical notes and tones that do seem a bit like Resident Evil 4. Oh. Hey. 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 Oh. Job done. Is that enough? I got it, I got it, I got it. Let's go. Thank you. Thank you for your help, guys. Oh. Yeah, we got it, we got it, we got it, we got it, we got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Oh, that's the rusty key. That's for the other door. See? Yeah, yo, easy. Whoa. Oh. Okay, that was a little bit dicey, but we got there in the end. Okay. Oh, this way, I guess. Oh, this close. Oh, I see. Right. So what now? No. Back the other way? Oh, I see. I don't need to fight. Whoa! Yeah? Easy. I thought this game was supposed to be hard. What happened to this game's hard? Oh yeah, it's over here. Easy. No! Oh! Oh, there's more! How'd you get to like the higher levels here? What? How'd you get past cool? How'd you get to cool? Oh no. Unlock the combos. Bro, what the fuck? Okay. I don't know what to do. Where now? Where now? Upstairs? Oh no, I missed it. Oh, so you're supposed to do this to keep combos going, I guess. Is that right? I don't know how the fucking gun works. Oh. Oh. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay. Bro, I wish I started playing this earlier, man. Oh my god, dude, you fucking leftoids making me fucking look at shit repeatedly, man. Is that good or bad? Is that good or bad? Oh shit, I just saved twice. Dude, isn't that true though? Sorry, I'll try and talk more as well. Dude, isn't that true? Dude, Nick Shirley did his documentary, led to all this attention on Minnesota. Trump decides to send ICE in because of the Somalians. It's true, bro. It's literally true. Anyone that said the documentary's good has got blood on their hands. What the fuck is this? Oh. No. I will look into the stuff that the left was just saying today, though. I'm interested in that. It is an interesting thought of like under what circumstances would a police officer be expected to step aside? Is it really like split-second decisions that you? I would have thought it's if they're further away, but I will look at it. I will see. Oh shit! Is this the right? Oh, this is the right way, isn't it? Oh yeah. Oh no, I got hit. I mean, yeah, the ICE is reports to the Department of Justice, right? Doesn't it? I think. It's under the umbrella of the Department of Justice, surely. You just created 1,000 George Floyds. What the fuck is all this, dude? This is actually quite cool, man. Oh, dude, I need to stop. Right. So I need to, like... He's got a gun! He's got a gun! It's an ICE agent! Lethal force authorized. Let's go! Dude, drive, honey, drive is... Dude, oh my god, dude, that is so insane, bro. Dude, that is so crazy. Drive, honey, drive, dude. She gets fucking wasted. Dude, she will live with that forever, dude. It is fucking tragic, man. She's gonna have to live with that. this... What? John's been deceiving so much, he imagines the monsters of the lefties that annoy him most. Bro, it's not even people in chat that I'm that mad at, man. Like, dude, some of the takes on Twitter are out of control, man. Bro. Literal Rorschach test. Dude, he looks so cool, man. Dude, what the fuck, man? By the way, my kid used the term aura farming earlier. My kid used the term aura farming. He said I'm in aura farming too much recently. I was like, where did you hear that? He just said it like twice. He said it once and I can't remember exactly the content. Then the second time he said, I've been aura farming too much on Roblox or something. And I was like, what? Dude. Oh, also, oh my god, dude. You know what my daughter said to me? She said, oh, have you heard the Charlie Kirk song? She said, like, who's Charlie Kirk? And I was like, what? And she said, yeah, my friend at school said about the Brain Rot Charlie Kirk song, but he doesn't think it's funny. And I was like, Jesus Christ, dude. So I played a Charlie Kirky and said, is this what it is? And she was like, no, I don't know what it is. Because, you know, she was asking about the song, so I thought, is it this? And she's like, no, I don't know. Isn't that crazy, dude? But she just randomly turned around. I literally was like, what the f... She said, do you know who Charlie Kirk is? Like, yeah, how do you know about that? It was to do with this Brain Rot song. Oh shit! Wait, did I come? Wait, did I come out of here? Oh. No, I know. I just thought it was funny, the idea of like getting into Morrissey and then becoming racist. I got an 8 earlier, actually, so joke's on you, actually. Oh my god, dude. What is that? Roots. what was that up there? Was that a new gun? Give me back, give me go back for the gun. Oh. Oh, look at that, he jumped up. I know this is where... Oh no, no, no. Ah, the rusty key, yes. Dude, I was gonna say, dude, it's just so funny how these videos are literally all... It's just another... Someone tweets out the video and says, and just like that, officer is proven innocent. Well, that's not even true. He's not proven innocent. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. Like, it was still... And then someone crazy says, this video fully condemns him. Dude. Worthless. Worthless even fucking looking at Twitter, man. Totally pointless. Totally pointless, dude. Totally fucking worthless, man. Don't even bother. Don't waste your time, man. Imagine someone's political view and you know their take on it and forget about it. Bro, is it not George Floyd? Bro, it is George Floyd all over again, man. Probably, yeah, I do. Fucking the Charlie Kirk thing was wild today. And then one of my boys talking about Aurum accent. I'm like, what the? Do I even need to fight this, or do I just fucking go? Speedrun strats. Wait. A god stands before thee. Turn the path. Use the strength to drive it back. Oh. Oh, hey! Have near child. I want to drop some cash as a way to say thank you for entertaining me work all year. Do you get a better rate on anything on this channel versus your main channel? It's exactly the same, honestly. So... it makes no difference either way. Whatever's most comfortable for you. Wow, that's very heartwarming though, thank you. That is the fucking Resident Evil 4 thing, isn't it? Oh, we gotta go back up for the stat. Right. Dude. Sorry, dude. I need to. Dude. The fucking narratives, bro. Dude. Kearney Good's final words to a murderer. That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you. What about the policy joke, dude? Dude, as if she said that. As if she said that. You know? And like, you know, gently planted a rose into the barrel of his gun. Like that fucking scene from Watchmen, based on the thing. Yo! Thank you! Thank you for the super chat, thank you. Thank you. You got timed out, Flip Flop? What for? No, dude, you can't, dude, it needs to be something like, I don't know, dude. Like, she was in no way could possibly considered to be a threat. She was totally just like, she was stood there, hands up in the air, you know, 10 meters away, hands up in the air. And she said, I forgive you. As he pulled the trigger, blowing her brains out. That's the one. No! Thank you for the gift of memberships. Thank you. Thank you. She put her hands up, knowing she'd become a martyr for the cause. Hands up. Accepted her fate and said, I forgive you. Gets blown away. Yes, that's what it was, man. That's how it went down. Dude, they literally do this with blacks, don't they? Some insane fucking, like, crazed black, like, resistance, and they act like they were just, like, innocent. Yo! Thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you. Oh, yeah, she said, I love you. Final words of love. Eternal love. I love you. And she got blown away. Dude, oh my god, I can't bear it, man. It's fucking... It's nuts, dude. Why can't anyone just, like, be honest, man? Why does it have to be all based on, like, bullshit lies, bullshit framing? Dude, this is cool. I swore her to say, you know not what you do, but you are forgiven. What? Dude, it really is, man. Dude, I'm telling you, even the Rytoid guys. Even the Rytoid guys are the same, bro. I was honestly shocked when I heard that thing from Ricata. Trump did say that he got run over, right? Am I crazy? Yeah, dude, Trump said he's in fucking hospital, bro. Bro, Trump's like... Tragically, he's fighting for his life. You remember Charlie Kirk? It might be worse than that. And he's just run off. He's just fucked off, bro. Dude, that is honestly, man, that did not. Oh my god, dude. Dude. Oh my god, I can't stand it, man. We're just so fucked. Was it upstairs? Is that right? He said right after fucking bitch. Dude, I kind of wish that, dude. I think it should be investigated and or litigated. Not only because I think it's the right thing to do, but also because it would be interesting to see what actually pans out in reality, rather than all internet fucking retard analysis. Well, I'll probably try and be calmer on stream tonight, man. Honestly, what I was most annoyed about today was the idea that people were messaging Crow about my... Like, dude, it's honestly insane to me. I do wonder, is it someone in chat? And then they like sat there like, oh, oh, that was me. That was a bit weird. I should have done that. Yo, thank you for the membership. Dude, to be honest with you, right? I tell you what I can understand. That rant about the gays, if someone was bothered about that, I'd be like, nah, okay. Do I use it here? Because that was like pretty fucking extreme. I was spurging out quite a lot there. Oh. Oh. No. Am I doing the right thing? No, dude, I did used to do, to get more ranty. But, you know... Listen, the last few months of 2025 were, you know, they were what they were. Okay? But honestly, this week's been great. I've really enjoyed this week's streams. Dude, earlier, when there was the footage there, right? I was out for dinner with the kids. And obviously, you know... obviously, I was like eating with them, talking to them. They were playing Jenga. We're having like a, you know, I was telling jokes about stuff. We're having a laugh and shit. But I was also thinking like, God, I really want to go live and look at this clip and talk about it with everyone. And then when I got back, we were just waiting for them to get picked up. And when they did, it was like their grandmother that picked them up. So I was like, you know, thinking, right, come on then, let's get going and I can get streaming. I was like, oh, is your dad all right? Is he doing okay? And she was like explaining it to me, and I was just like, okay, all right, God. Come on, don't you know there's some new fucking footage of this guy when we get shot? I gotta talk about it right now. Wait, I've been down here already. You're not normal. What do you mean? Do you play co-op games with your kids? I played Fortnite with them a bit. To be honest with you, reality is I probably just need to like get on Roblox and stuff. and play this like steal a brain rot stuff. They'd probably really enjoy it if I did that, but I don't know, man. I'm just you know, you just never have like necessarily time for stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? There's always stuff to do, going out, this, that, the other. There we go. Okay. Dude, I think I'm... Dude, we're gonna call it a day though, I think. I think I'm sick of like the I told you so kind of shit as well. I fucking hate that, man. People that have concluded are gonna act so smug about this. And I think if everyone was a bit more reasonable and was like, you know... We switched to easy mode. What? No! Why am I getting offered that now? Dude, why is it so complicated, man? What? Wait, what? No, I'm not talking about from chatters, bro. Chatters and stuff. I'm talking about like creator, like, you know, influencers, for want of a better word. Like that message there that I saw. Like, that's the kind of smug shit that I'm talking about, where it's like, you know. And just like that, officers proven innocent. Like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you, man. Do you know what I mean? I just think, like, you're a They're all concluders, bro. They're all concluders. And the thing is like, first of all, the footage, I think makes a compelling case for some stuff, but it doesn't prove he's innocent. Like, what? Like, it's very favourable to like his argument. I think it's evidence that would be favourable and convincing to favour his side of the legal argument, say. But it's not proof, is it? It's not fucking proof, bro. It's not proof. And you could argue an alternative view of it. Like, if you're a prosecutor looking at that, right, you would obviously make arguments that favour your side. And it could be that convinces a jury. Like, you don't know what's going to fucking happen. It doesn't prove he's innocent at all, dude. It's like, I think my opinion is it's favourable to him, but it doesn't mean he's... Dude, it's like, that's the kind of shit, bro. That's the kind of shit that I just find infuriating. Even though, like, I'm inclined to agree with what he's getting at. I'm like, no, that's retarded. Bro. Dude, oh my god. Dude, the algorithm's actually feeding me some gems. Thank fuck for that, bro. Dude, these posts are giving me strength at the moment, okay, dude? It's incredible that the new... Oh, hang on. You can see... Right. It's incredible that the new ICE footage has convinced everyone, and I mean absolutely everyone, that their initial, extremely partisan take was correct. Dude! I have not seen a single person change their mind, or at least soften their initial take, in the face of new evidence. Bro, it is so true, man. It's utterly insane how true this is, dude. Yep, my initial partisan gut feeling is backed up by everything. Nothing changes. Fuck me, bro. Okay, I love the Rorschach test thing. The Rorschach test thing is really like, yes, that makes so much sense to me. When did that start happening, dude? When did that start? When did it start being that in these situations, everything becomes a Rorschach test? Dude, even thinking back to the Rittenhouse stuff, it was the same, bro. Remember all of that shit about the judge? All of that fucking retarded analysis of the judge. They were saying he was racist because he made a joke about, what is it? The ships in the dock. And they thought he was making an anti-Asian joke. And it was so obvious that people were rapidly realizing that the arguments were stacking up in favor of Kyle Rittenhouse legally, and all that the other side could do is baselessly try and claim the judge was just racist and favoring him. Absolutely absurd, baseless claims. And like when it was then be like, oh no, what the hell? And just completely deny it. Did George Zimmerman start it? Dude, what was the deal with George Zimmerman? Was he good or bad?
Charlie Kirky. I spot the perky. Charlie Kirky.
Okay, dude. Zimmerman was exonerated, I believe. Wasn't he? Yeah. And it was decided that Trayvon Martin was an aggressor, I think. And he was found to have acted legally in self-defense. Right, yeah, that was what it was, I think. Well, dude, George Zimmerman is a great dude. Potentially another good example of this. But from like a civilian perspective. Because George Zimmerman, if I recall correctly, called to report Trayvon Martin. The police told him to basically let police come and deal with it, and then he went to confront him, didn't he? And then there was an altercation, which then, from the court's perspective, legitimised the self-defense claim that George Zimmerman made, right? Or have I got it wrong and he got... I can't remember, dude. Did he get prosecuted? Bro, I can't fucking remember, man. I need to look it up. Oh, we did get off. He did. Oh, he did get off. Okay. Right. Some people were just saying no. Maybe that we meant that's something else. And when Trayvon zero impulse control Martin got violent, Zimmerman blasted him. Yeah, I'm going to cover the Grok stuff tomorrow. Hope you're well, Cam Nuggets. Well, the thing in that case, like, I think it just... Dude, there's probably another example where American self-defense law is American self-defense law. And you can engage... Well, because you're not supposed to be the aggressor. But then it's like, at what point do you determine the aggressor is? Like, is it an aggressor to go up to someone and, hey, what are you doing in this neighborhood? And then they come and start beating you up when you just ask them what they're doing. I guess they thought, well, yeah, they're wrong to pursue him. Yeah. Trayvon Martin became the aggressor when he attacked him, I guess, and then George Zimmerman shot him to bits. I'm actually what you know the Rodney King beating. Do I think the Rodney King beating was? Oh, dude, well, I looked at it the other day. I think, and even though the police engaged in police brutality and that was fucked up, like Rodney King was a total piece of shit, right? Like it was absolutely excessive force, but like Rodney King, like people want to like martyrize Rodney King, and it's like no, Rodney King was like speeding and doing all sorts of crazy shit. But then when police got him, they dealt with him, shall we say? I think that's one where I think you probably would still look at the police's actions as excessive and unreasonable, and rightly, well, should have been like prosecuted or something. But like you get it. I kind of understand it, right? I do understand it. I'm like, yeah, like if you've just been chasing this fucking drug-addled criminal and he's put yours and other people's lives in danger, you're probably going to be a bit angry. Emmett Till perspective, was she actually right? Dude, what the fuck? Nah, dude, I remember I watched it, I'll throw it up quickly. I watched it recently. And the beating is fucking nuts, man. It's way too much. They are like doing a number on him.
Who had the camera? Where was the camera? Oh my God, they caught this on camera.
It was one of the most disturbing things that we'd seen on video.
The videotape beating of Rodney King left many Los Angeles residents.
It was like the first time.
They are going fucking balls to the wall on him.
It was shocking, but at the same time, it was.
It's way too much, man. It is fucking obscene, bro.
We Americans, we African Americans, we had evidence of our claims.
Dude,
injustice.
bro. It hasn't changed, has it really? It's always the denial that two things can be true at once, and each competing side wanting to propose their argument as the sole argument that no other argument can exist alongside. Right? It's like Rodney King can be a terrible, awful person who is committing a crime in a very dangerous fashion. And also, the police acted with excessive force when apprehending him. It's like, why can those things both just not be true and stated? Why does it have to be one or the other? Because obviously that's what gets the fucking juices flowing, you know? Dude. Yeah, the George Floyd stuff, man. The George Floyd stuff is, yeah, another example. George Floyd can be a terrible, awful, fentanyl-addicted human being. And the police should not have, like, handled him in the way that, you know. I know the fentanyl meme or whatever, right? And actually, to be fair, I think I've actually come... Do you know what? This is my, you know, my fairness once again coming into play. I actually think I've come round on one argument for releasing Derek Chauvin. Okay? But it's not to do with the fentanyl stuff. I think that's stupid. I don't think... I remember watching the testimony, and it was like, nah, dude. That guy that proposed the fentanyl theory didn't really seem convincing to me. Like, if I was on the jury, I'd have been like, nah, that guy's full of shit. But I tell you what is convincing to me. The question as to whether or not Derek Chauvin had a fair trial in terms of the jury. That's the thing that I'm most open-minded to now. I honestly think if there was, like, further evidence provided, if there was some way of demonstrating it, right? That they were biased, that the jury was biased because of race because of the circumstance outside the courtroom and so on. I think I could actually get on board with the idea of not to like push for it and be like, we got to release Chauvin, but at least be like, yeah, I can understand it. I think I get it. I guess. Okay, this is what I'd say. This is what I think the best thing is. Okay, did Derek Chauvin have a fair trial? If I think no to that, what should happen? I don't think he should be exonerated. I think he should have a retrial. I think that would be the most reasonable way to do this. And, you know, I don't know how you do it, how you'd make it fair, whatever. It's very difficult, but that can happen, right? Like, they can find that a trial is no good and they do a retrial years later even, no? Because people say you know, that would be the best way to do it. I don't know how else you could do it reasonably. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's like the only thing I can think that would be like, you know, all sides being sort of, you know. Because dude, for the longest time, I do think this was probably influenced by, you know, kind of like the lefty, like, dude, honestly, people think the trans stuff is the most embarrassing thing about about my fucking lefty arc. To be honest with you, the Floyd stuff is probably worse. That's probably the worst. I probably had the worst takes about the Floyd stuff and things like that. Dude, oh my god, dude. Dude. Do you know what, right? I did a charity stream one time. One time I've done a charity stream. It was in June 2020 to some fucking black org. And it was because of the George Floyd stuff. I felt guilty because everyone around me was doing charity and shit. And, you know, I was going to do a panel on it all. And I thought, oh, God, it looked bad if I make money off of this. I'll just give the money to charity. It'll be like, you know, $100 or something, probably. I think it ended up being like $100 in the end. Pull it up. I think it's lost media. It was it was obviously like 2020 time. God, dude, I wouldn't be able to watch it. I'd be so cringe and embarrassed by watching it. But it'd be interesting to see what that's like. Just say you sucked cock, way less embarrassing. Oh, dude, I can't, dude. It is so embarrassing, dude. Some of my takes, I think I would be like pleasantly surprised by in terms of like cancel culture. I was always critical of that. What else? Dude, I can't fucking think what other takes I had that were more reasonable. You're only 35. I mean, I don't think it's not like an age thing even, dude. It's like a social thing. It's like a social thing, bro. Like, it's like, you know, you can get in with a bunch of people that are like, do something bad, like drugs or some shit, and you could be a bit older and still get into it. Why do you think you changed so much? Well, that was probably my biggest delve into like more far lefty shit. I was always quite like, I always used to be like a James O'Brien liberal. You know, back in the day. Well, actually, that's not exactly true. I did dabble with the skeptic stuff for a bit. That's actually not true at all. Dude, I tell you what it is. I tell you what it is. I think the reason that I conceptualize this content as bouncing between different markets is because I think there's a lot of truth in that, and people are just consumers bouncing around. But that's also largely the experience that I had as well. I went from watching, like, around 2016, like Paul Joseph Watson and Sargon and all that lot. And then I was watching, like, more breadtube type stuff. Why haven't you covered Jar? I just, got kind of bored of talking about him. I just felt like it was like, not because the content was good, because it was Jar. Dude. Oh my God, bro. Do you know the revelation I've had? It's like, is the content good, or is it name recognition? You know what I mean? That's like the thing. The Drulian stuff and whatnot. I want to use more, like, positive language to describe it. I think, I think it's better to think of it more in a positive light. But it's like, is this because this is actually good, compelling content, or is it just like, oh, it's just a robot? And every time I've dipped in, it's like, it's because it's just a robot. I don't actually know if this is that interesting. You know? Anyway, yeah, so, dude, I look back at, like 2011, 2012 Facebook posts pop up, right? And I was like more of a James O'Brien liberal back then. Run up to Brexit, all that sort of shit. Then after that, I started watching more of the skeptic stuff. And then I moved more towards BreadTube. Like, dude, I vividly remember, right? I watched, I think it was a Sean and Jen video or a H Bomber Guy video. And it was very compelling, debunking some rightoid shit. Oh, hang on, wait, I think I can visual. Oh, I know what it was. Do you remember the Sean and Jen video? And it was about, oh fuck. Oh, it was about a conservative, it was about a shooting in an American synagogue or something. Or it was a Muslim place. And basically it was a right-wing nationalist guy, terrorist, that had done it. But when it first happened, people thought it was like Muslims doing it. No, it wasn't Australia. It was definitely in Canada. Because Rebel Media reported on it. And it was a French-sounding name. The guy that did it was a French-sounding name white guy. But, like, basically the concept of the video, and I still think of it to this day when looking at shootings and shit. And it's like, the rightoids immediately started spinning an idea that, oh, it's a Muslim that done it. It's a Muslim that's done it. And then as it became apparent that it was like a white right-wing nationalist guy that had done it, it's an inside job, it's CIA. Oh, this is very suspicious, etc., etc., you know? And then I think it also had this other bit, and it was to do with like, oh, people are defending this on like a libertarian basis, saying you got killed by the feds unfairly. I was actually thinking of it recently with this new stuff that's going on. But then the guy turned out to be a total nutter and was like driving down the street and shooting at police cars and shit. Is this the one? Bro, yes. Dude, this is the kind of shit that really made me start to think, damn, these skeptics. Do you know what? Maybe this is cope. But I think that what it is that initially when a movement starts, okay.
Hello, everyone.
Dude.
I'd like to...
Initially, when the movement starts, I think that they are a lot tighter and more robust in how they're putting their content together, making arguments and shit like that. And then I think as time goes on, they get like weaker and weaker and weaker, and then they start to fall apart. You know, like I think of like the skeptic community, and initially there was like legitimate, well-made content. Like the humongous guy, for example. Like the humongous guy was badly treated. It's like undeniable the humongous guy got absolutely fucking raped by the court of public opinion. You know? It's absolutely undeniable that the guy that landed the thing on the comet was totally mistreated and cancelled, right? And stuff about that, it's like there's a certain like noble aspect of it, right? Where it's like, yeah, man, these guys got totally mistreated and you guys are pointing that out and that's great. But then, over time, it starts to devolve. And then before you know it, they're doing like reactions to 10,000 sub feminist channels on YouTube. Yes, exactly that. Yeah. Demand increases, and they're putting out slop to answer demand. Exactly. And then you've got to constantly find something to make a video about. And then before you, dude, I'm thinking about this dude, bro. You've got to avoid dude. Yes, dude. This is revelatory, okay? And then before you know it, they're pumping out slop to please the market to an ever dwindling audience. Plateaus and it dies, and then at the end, the skeptic community are just like wretched. And then what happens? Is like another community comes along. And it's like you had the atheist community, that had its uptick, and then it fell down. There was like some sort of woke, like Steve Jives, is that the guy's name? The guy that wears the baseball cap all the time? He kind of came at the tail end of that and was like woke, new atheist. And then that had its peak. And then the skeptics came along and they debunked the new atheists. And the new community is like, capitalizing on the fact that the old community's gotten like burnt out, shitty, doing shit content, pumping out slop. So they really come in strong and look very fresh and interesting, and it's debunking that. And then the skeptics get fucking weak, and the bread tubers come along, and they look really fucking good. And now the Nazis have come along to debunk the bread tubers or something. I don't know. I don't know, dude. It's like just a thought I'm having where you have this peak and then... Because I remember this video being super... Like, I was like, okay, damn, this guy's fucking got his shit together on this. It's probably going to be really dry and boring. I might watch it. I'll watch it tomorrow on Kick. Or maybe. I don't know. We'll see. It's 25 minutes and it's quite long. I just want to see this part of the end. Have I got this right? I'm sure there was a bit at the end. Fuck, maybe I'm wrong. There was a bit at the end where he speaks about like a libertarian guy. There must be a different video. That was really interesting. Oh well. Yeah, the new movement is usually fulfilling a demand of rebuttals for the old... Yes, dude. Yes. Dude. Oh my god. Yes. Anyway, dude, I need to go to bed, man. It's been good though. It's been good. It was fun talking about the clip. Gaming was fun. Fun just chatting, shooting the shit here. I will be doing an extra stream tomorrow. Guys, to let you know, obviously, Gramps is not feeling very well. Okay. So, I might need to, like, go off quickly. I might need to, you know, end like an early kick stream. I'll do my best to just do my normal streams. Okay. But obviously, I want to be available to, like, it's like, I don't want to be like, sorry, Gramps. Sorry. Can't have the kids right now. You're gonna have to take them to hospital to look at their great grandfather dying. Actually, you know, I need to try and be available. You know. See you in Valhalla, Gramps. Yeah, dude, definitely. I mean, obviously, it's not my grandfather anyway. Exactly, it's obviously my ex's grandfather, but. I will not be putting a picture of him on Twitter, that's for damn sure. Although apparently they switched it off for non-paying customers. We will not be playing that game. Here's me and Gramps. Final moments here, very tragic. At Grok, put him in a mankini. That's terrible. Guys, thanks for watching. Much appreciated. Be good, enjoy yourselves and have fun. And I will be back tomorrow. Good luck, Godspeed, have fun, enjoy yourselves, and I will see you later, okay? Au revoir and goodbye. Oh, is anyone live? Who can I raid? Who can I... There's no one live. See you in Val.